Hi there, and welcome to our Skills for Life course today. We are going to be looking at mindsets. Mindsets are a really important part of how we shape our future, how we deal with everyday decisions. Our mindset is reflected in our behaviour and our actions. We talk about having a growth mindset, and we help to explain that by using our model called the 4 Ps. I'm going to explain a little bit more about the 4 Ps. When you are a participant/pilot in your own life, you have a growth mindset. That means that you are able to see challenge as an essential part of life. It's a way of learning, that you find things to put yourself in the stretch zone, out of your comfort zone. You seek out a diverse group of people around you and celebrate the differences in opinions and try and find common ground through dialogue. You listen and you learn and understand that although there are many ways to solve problems, at some point there has to be some kind of agreement. Somebody with a growth mindset is able to pick themselves up when things don't go right and dust themselves off and get back on, learning from their mistakes and putting in place new measures to help structure a different approach. We talk about being a participant, a pilot, because it is the correct phrase for someone who engages in life. But sometimes our mindset can be fixed. The behaviour we might see from someone with a fixed mindset might represent the character of a prisoner who has no choice and feels locked into their own kind of world. It's often very negative. They might be a passenger, someone who feels that actually they're not really interested and they kind of cruise along waiting for everybody else to do all the work. They don't want to take the risk of committing in case they commit to the wrong thing and then they're seen to be a loser or foolish. They'd rather play the middle game and then hedge their bets. A protester, someone who just disagrees with everything. They're very disagreeable because it's not their idea, so it can't be a good idea. Now, those fixed mindsets are very difficult to work with, but sometimes we've all been in a situation where we've had a fixed mindset because the environment that we are in can create that kind of response. It's a cold, wet and windy day and I'm walking uphill and I don't feel well. It's likely that I'm going to feel a bit of a prisoner. But you can change your mindset. You can move from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, first of all by being aware of it. But also that if you're feeling like that, other people will probably be feeling the same way. A good way to change our mindset is to help somebody else. By helping somebody else, we are helicoptering above our own problems and we see a much bigger picture. Stepping out of oneself and supporting somebody else, even when you feel pretty miserable, is a really good way to shift your mindset. Remind yourself that you have a choice. You do choose your mindset, even though the environment can make that difficult at times. So, having a growth mindset allows us to grow and shape our futures in a way that we are happy with. Having a growth mindset means that our actions and behaviours reflect the person who we really are on the inside, that they balance up. Having a growth mindset means that failure is essential because it's part of our personal growth. We have a sense of humour, and we understand that often we are going to get it wrong in our journey to get it right, and that is essential. Today, I want you to think about your mindset in different situations and see if you can come up with some ways of making changes to move from a fixed to a growth mindset. I also would like you to think about things which affect your mindset. Write down a list of 2 or 3 things that affect your mindset. You might be feeling that you have a growth mindset most of the time, but every single time the internet goes down, you get really frustrated and you get cross. Being aware of what it is that pushes you towards having a fixed mindset, well, that helps you come up with a solution. Next time the internet goes down, you're going to decide to have a cup of tea and wait for it to come back. You're going to use that time to learn how to juggle. You're going to spend 10 minutes tidying your room, going to do some artwork, do something that you love, so that you have a plan. People with a growth mindset have a plan for most things. They develop those plans over their whole lives, and we're constantly tweaking them. If you're doing this for your volunteering, I'd like you to share this model with the people that you live with and ask them to do the same thing. Think about a time when they've had a fixed mindset and think about things that can trigger them into that. Try and look at solutions. How could I move myself from that fixed mindset into a more helpful mindset? I hope you find that interesting. If you want more information on that model, drop me an email. Keep well, keep safe, and keep busy, folks. Bye for now.